Welcome to our tutorial on RFEM 6 for beginners. This video shows how to create a new model and define the base data. Let's start by opening RFEM 6. The first thing we see is an empty work window of the software. To create a new model, click the New Model button. In the new window, we define the base data. This window is divided into several tabs. Let's start with the main tab and enter the desired model name. Specifying a model description is optional. In the Project area, we can assign the new model to an existing project or use the Create New Project button to create a new project to save our model. However, we will not create a project as part of this tutorial series. In the Type of Model area, we can select which kind of model we would like to create. We can select between one-dimensional, two-dimensional, and three-dimensional models. If you select a one-dimensional model, it can only consist of members. When the model type 2D, XY is selected, the plate is only subjected to bending. However, when you select 2D, XZ, the wall or plate structure is only subjected to compression or tension. In RFEM 6, it is also possible to create a 1D or 2D model with three-dimensional loadings. The bitmap is very helpful in visualizing the whole thing. If you select one of these model types, you can model in a dimensionally reduced work window. However, the internal forces are taken into account for all degrees of freedom. In a spatial 3D model type, moments and axial forces are combined. A structural component defined in this way can be subjected to tension as well as compression and bending simultaneously. Since we are creating a 3D steel hull in our example, we select the 3D option. To define the units and decimal places, we click on the respective symbol at the bottom left. To adjust this, we can select the desired category on the left and then set the units on the right in the window. When done, we click OK to confirm. In the Add-ons tab, we see the first important change compared to RFEM 5. We can define certain parameters of the design using the add-ons already during the modeling. The green dot shows which one has been licensed. In the Analysis Add-ons and Design Add-ons areas, you can activate additional program functions. The Standards for Classification and Wizards area includes some tools for defining load combinations as well as wind and snow loads. The Combination Wizard automatically creates load combinations and design situations according to the selected standard. For our tutorial, we activate Structure Stability and Steel Design. In the Standards 1-inch tab, we select the desired standard and the national annex in the Load Case Classification and Combination Wizard, Load Wizards, and Design. In the list on the right, you find all activated standards. An important note at this point is that the automatically generated loads and combinations are related to the standard selected here. The Standards 2 tab refers to special add-ons and is not considered during this tutorial series. In the next tab, we can now create other settings. For example, we can define the acceleration of gravity, the directions of the global and local axes, or model tolerances. In the Model Parameters tab, you can enter the exact location of the structure. Then, depending on the selected standard and national annex, RFEM automatically determines the wind, snow, and seismic loads. You can also use the respective symbol on the left in this window to import the location from the map. Let's take the Dlubal location in Tiefenbach as an example and click OK to confirm. We don't consider the other two tabs in this tutorial. We confirm our entries with OK. Another innovation in RFEM 6 is that after clicking OK, the file does not yet exist. Only when we click on Save or Save As and select the storage location is the RFEM file created. This was our video about creating a new model and the base data. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact our online support. Till next